Okay, so today is July 24th, and I'm filming this for Life in a Day. I'm actually moving today, so the movers have just left and brought in all of the boxes. It's a bit awful, must be said. And this is in London. There's a ton of stuff here from different periods of our life, my wife and I. Before we had our daughter Julia in 2008, she's almost 2. And we moved from a very small place into this place. So going through these boxes is going to be opening a lot of things that I haven't seen in years, and relates to our time together before Julia, when we were living in the Middle East, and then later in Japan. And so it's going to be pretty exciting, not to say difficult, to get everything in order. I think it's going to take me most of the rest of the day to do it. And then, after I've gotten as far as I'm going to get, I'm going to stand in front of that cabinet there, have a nice dram of whiskey, and talk about loves and fears, etc. So, be back in a flash, or rather, 4 or 5 hours. So it's 11:30 p.m. I've spent the whole day going through boxes, unpacking stuff. You can see, it may not look like we made much of a dent, but I think we've made a bit of progress. It's a work in progress, though. It's going to take a lot of time. Relived a lot of memories today doing this. My wife and I met in 2003 when I was living in Japan, and went off and lived together in Abu Dhabi in the Middle East, and then went back to Japan. Then the world almost blew up due to derivatives and banking, which is what we both are involved in. And then we moved to London 2 years ago. And finally, we have moved to another place in central London. Actually, she's in Japan. I'm doing all the moving. Now, I think I'm going to celebrate with a wee dram of Booker's bourbon, which I just purchased on the way back from the States. Alright, so let's see. Things I love the most. I think what I love the most is the adventure of living, the endless possibilities of being able to do anything that you set your mind to. I mean, as you say, you really just have to get out and do it, and I think that applies to absolutely everything in life. Everything is difficult, everything is challenging, but if you just do it, you find that it gets easier as you go along. The hardest part is just getting started. Brilliant. What I'm most afraid of? I think what I'm most afraid of is losing what I have. I've worked very hard to try to build a life. Most important to me now is obviously my beautiful daughter and my lovely wife. And I'm afraid of losing them. Not for any real reason. I mean, it's not like they're threatened anyway. It's just, you worry about these things. I lost my mom in 2007 to cancer, my grandmother, my uncle, my grandfather, all within very short stretches of each other, and I just feel my mortality and worry about, losing what's most important to me, my family, more now than ever before. As if I look what's in my pocket, I have 3 pictures from 3 different periods. First is teaching English in Japan in 1996. It's me and a bunch of elementary school kids. And then there's my wife and I when we first started dating in Okinawa, 2003. And this is when we were in Abu Dhabi together. And that's it. So I think the moving is going to take another couple weeks at the very least. It's a bit of a nightmare. Wife is still in Japan, doesn't get back for another couple weeks yet. So it's going to be just me and the boxes. But I hope I can build something wonderful, and she and Julia come back and are just amazed. That's it. September, July 24th, a day in the life video.